Hello and welcome back to the Microsoft Excel application course. We will continue with the topic Workbook, Worksheets, and Cells. And in this particular video, we will be discussing about 4 topics. Saving workbooks. We'll show you the different ways in saving workbooks. And we also show you how to create a backup or you rename your workbook to a different name in a different location or in the same location. And we will also show you how to close workbook and open them again. And let's go to one or more of our workbooks and show you how to do that. So we start with the book 1 that we started with. So we opened up book 1 and we've put in some information, but we haven't saved it because it's still called book 1. In Excel, it keeps the name as book 1, book 2, book 3 unless you save it with a name. So there are a number of ways you can save a new workbook. If you're saving it for the first time, you can either go via File menu, or you can also click Save button here, or use Ctrl S, whichever one you like. So let's go through File menu. So we say File and Save, and then it brings a box or set of options out. Now we want to go to the location where we want to save it. You can either click one time, browse, or double click this PC to do so. So let's double click this PC. Now let's look for where we want to save it. Let's go to Documents, PTC Practice. This is where I want to put them. You can also choose your own location where you want. I double click, and in Excel folder, and here I can say book 1 practice. That's what I want to call it, and I will click save. And then you see the name goes to book 1. So another way to save is by using this. So let's say I add something to this and I say football. Now it's not saved and I don't have my autosave on, so I have to make sure I save by either clicking File and Save again, and then it's saved without asking me the name. Or I can just say go, and I want to save it again. I will just click the Save button here, or I can simply use Ctrl S on the keyboard. So let's click this one, and then it's saved again. So that's how you can save your document. Okay, so if we pull up, let's say, the template which we created the last time, we can save it as well. So it says wedding budget, so let's click save. See, now it's asking, even though it has a name, wedding budget, it's asking for a location. So this time let's go browse. We go to Documents, Location, PTC, Excel, and let's use the same name and just click save. Good, and we can minimize it. So now it's saved. So assuming you want to save this document, book 1 practice, in a different location, or let's say we want to save it with another name as a backup, what we can do is use File, Save As. Click Save As, then it tells you please choose the location again. Let's use Browse again, and I want to put it in the same location so that I can always see all the copies of the same document. So I go to PTC, Excel. So I have it here as book 1 practice. I can say book 1 practice version 2. Okay, or I just say 2. Then I know it's book 1 practice, the second copy of it, and I can click save. And in the same way, you can change the location if you want in doing that. So that's how you use Save As to create a backup, or save the same file with a different name. And that is about saving your document and using the save. So let's now go to how you can close a document. To do that, let's close this particular document that we have saved. And we can either do that by clicking File and click Close. And if you do that, so that goes away. Okay, then we still have other Excel documents open here. Let's open Book 2. We can also close Book 2. This time we can use Control F4. So that is Control plus F4. But before I do that, I'll make sure my document is saved, because, or maybe I'll leave it to show you something else. So let me try to close it with Control F4. So I press Control on the keyboard and F4, and it tells me you want to save your changes to Book 2. This time I don't want to save it. I will say don't save, and it will close it without saving. Okay, and I'll cancel if I just don't want to close it and I don't want to save it, and I will say don't save, and it will close it. So again, I go to another workbook and I open it. So this time I want to go and show you how you can open a workbook that is closed. Normally you can either go to your computer location where you stored it and you look for it and you double click to open it, or you can open Excel. It's a blank document, and you can open the file you want. So if I want to open the document, I can go to File and go to Open. You can also use Control O as a shortcut. So I can click Open, and I will click. I can also look immediately whether I see it. So for example, I see Book 1 Practice 2 and Book 1 Practice, same document, two different names. And I can directly click it here if I want, but let's go through the normal route. So I either use this PC to look for it or browse. This time let's try again this PC by double clicking. I double click and I go to Documents where I kept it, and on the PTC double click. In Excel I double click the folder, and I can open Book 1 Practice by double clicking it, or I can just click on it and say Open, and there you go, I have it open again. So basically this is how you can close your documents and open it again in Microsoft Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will continue in the other topics in the next video. Thank you.